This is a message for all internet app browsers from your computers is going to be defunct by Microsoft Edge, because this is actually, once again, that is actually saying this because this is the part 2 that where in the last video we told you guys have talking about discussion about for Google's downfall from around anything as well, but sometimes it might going to be defunct in the future by 2030s, including most of the apps such as Firebox and Firefox, Internet Explorer, and Safari. So we might able to be showing you that somewhere is actually going to be talking about for a very long time, because sometimes it actually still works in Google to control images as well. So but as you can see, this is actually still able to work and looks like it's actually still continue to search whatsoever for around anything as well. As we're going to be continue for a round of those things. And because according to Memesy, was actually might going to shock you down. Even that you know it is. That is not going to be for actually this thing as well. So even for its Googling or tweeting or like those things, I'm not very sure this is actually going to be for quietly saying this as well. And because of actually that Meme Z was doing for just actually for all one time as well. And because of doing this for searching Chrome download for all of those things as well, that doesn't even exist anymore for too long as well. And because of those short video, I mean, this short video is actually shocking as well, according to the meme Z as well. So even it's actually for just actually say this as well. And first thing is actually going to be saying this as well. Even it's actually going to be saying for actually of those things as well. Let's try to search Microsoft Edge or Microsoft Edge hates Chrome. And as you can see here, for all of those things that we possibly never did as well, even it's actually going to be for today as well, we're gonna be actually going to be for really hates to do this as well. Inside of a Microsoft Edge as well, we're saying for some kind of doing this for that all you know, this is actually pretty shocking. And because of those useless kids are going to be crying and about of this situation and about to do this optimizer as well. And because of doing for some sort of suggest, and it's actually going to be try to optimize those things as even possible. So even it's actually going to be for another one, it's actually downloadable. Sometimes it's absolutely still downloadable for as well, and still allowed to download Google Chrome. And it's actually going to be still actually pretty exist to do this anyways as well. That as you can see for the description, it's actually being here in 2022 as well. So even it's possible, and it's not going to be says Google myself for a lot of times as well. Even it's actually saying for Meme Z as well. Even this is actually for more shocking to do this as well. It's gonna be defunct like anything as well. But as you can see the description as well, this is actually even for more shocking as well. And then it's a while ago for round itself. Because that as you might be able to be seeing this for one terrible moment, it was 2 years ago, and now it was actually going to be completely shocking about this. The last time we have done it at Google myself, Microsoft Edge, and anything around for to do this as well, because of like those some kind of a stray cut of those things, we should be able to still download for Google. Installing will might able to be complete sometimes. So whenever it's actually still able to be complete around here, and it's actually still pretty downloadable until in for some kind of a further notice that automatically no longer able to be downloading for Google Chrome as well. So I might going to be staying forever for around inside of Google Chrome as well, or even itself for just actually going to be and like those things as Firefox as well. This is actually going to be another one. This is another one for this one reality as those things as well. So even for some kind of to do this as well, even like to do this is going to be for even nothing that I just gonna be trying to do this as well. Because if that is actually Microsoft hates Firefox as well, it's actually going to be for almost done around here as well. So even it's actually start to download as well. And what about the warning situation and about this? We didn't see them either as well. Even that says Microsoft hates Chrome, Firefox, and Safari. So we're gonna be still actually going to be. It still cares about for those only one things as well. It's actually for the Apple's best-selling games. I mean, for round of those things as well. Even write those things as well. Because of those, some kind of things have just shocking amount of those you as well. Enthusiastics is dying. Enthusiastics is dying for around for multiple of those times as well. So the reason why it's not going to be for some kind of for one thing as well. The media from those things as well. And because of those things is really partners like those things as well, including for Roblox as well. That something is not going to be defunct as well. So it's not going to be talking about for Google as well from anything as well. Even this is absolutely a phony word. It's actually going to be defuncting for right now as well. That I just pretty seen from breaking through the internet from Wreck-It Ralph as even possible since 2018. So now we're gonna be checking out what it is inside of those things as well. So absolutely we might be able to be finding for Microsoft Edge. If we say maps of those doing this as well, still actually completely coming to search as well. Even for just actually going to be for telling the truth as even possible. Things are not going to be even possible when I was telling the truth. Oh my gosh, that must be for some kind of for a little bit of more videos around here because I guess what? Let's jump here into Microsoft Edge for the very first time. Even it's actually that we're continuing to search for many more reasons around here as well for the first time as well. So even it's actually for some kind of a weather for like those things as well. So even that we're gonna be for searching for histories around here as well. So even it's actually for working for a podcast here and even for some kind of for around here as well to start around for it something as well. So that we're gonna be searching to start around for the Google Maps. So since we're actually for in it as well, so we might gonna be searching for about of itself as well. So we're starting in Automobilista 2 as well. So I cannot believe it that we're gonna be started around here as well. So here we go. We're gonna be opening up for the clip lot as well, or the copy lot as well. So the first time we're actually going to be saying for doing this as well. So even this is actually that I'm gonna be started to asking like anything as well. Even because of the copy lot wasn't going to be even possible to be easy to search. Even that you're gonna be saying Automobilista, that doesn't allow you to go into be to do this as well. Or that something leads into actually kinds of those things as well. So I'm not gonna be going for a round of doing for searches as well. So let's search for Automobilista 2 and it actually works, and it's possibly that is actually being works like those things as well because we're in for some kind of a for the day shoots, Francis and Italiano. And what I actually, it's going to be still around from anything as well. So I'm never gonna be very managed to do this as well, so I'm not gonna be going for a round of those things, or even that we're gonna be completely change the country as well. So you can now able to be changing for some like anything as well, until some kinds of features will no longer being existed in the event of the firewall installation. So even it's actually going to be for around for the app launcher, or nothing is actually going to be same for around here as well. So that must be for some sort of a language as well. So you can change into language for the international English as well, so anything as well. So we got for view more languages as we possible that we're gonna be going for. Let's start for the letter E as well. So even it's actually going to be for the letter E is still actually pretty existed as well. So what about English as well, or like those things as well, Espanol as well? So really possible that is search from anything as well. So that was not even possible. That turns out I might going to be turned into some kind of a little bit wrong about here as well. So because we changed into for some kind of like those things as well, we changed for some kind of languages as well. Even it's actually not very existed as well for saying for searches as well. So I'm not gonna be restart as well, not even as very possible as well. Even for as well that searching for the around for the automobilista too as well. So that was actually going to be for copylot as well. So even it's actually for saying for around of those for use around of those things. And things have been including for shopping as well. So we have bringing for a multiple of those images as well. Even it's actually still exist. And because it was just like compared as same as the Google Chrome as well. So this is actually the same as Google Chrome, like even as possible from its last video as well. And videos that we possibly still managedly exist look like this as well. So even very possible that is easy to search around of those things as well, but nothing is even possible that isn't going to be confusing. So because of this Microsoft Edge feels confusing as well, the maps are unavailable except for news. So even it's actually like those things is even possible for some kind of this as well, and many things as we possibly even that as well for continuing for a round of those multiple searches as well. So as we're checking the weather, that I'm currently in Albuquerque, New Mexico, because this is why I didn't live here for a pretty long time as well. So as we're being checked out for the weather display was actually being featured as well, until sometimes it's actually not going to be going for around here as well. So and lastly, we searching for some kind of maps as well. So even it's actually going to be continue to search, and so oh my gosh, this is not going to be for some sort of for one thing as well. So don't ever talk about for anything as well. So we're gonna be taking around for the images as well, as we didn't seems that we're gonna be completely quite too much as well. So back into the Google Maps is even possible as well. So the first thing is I'm not in Albuquerque, New Mexico. So even possible is actually going to be for some sort of map. I'm probably not sure it's too far away from anything as well. So well, let's say Chicago. So I'm not going to be for around itself or around things as well. So we're still actually going to be searching for some anything as well. Unlikely is Liverpool. Liverpool as well. So, I mean, where's the Liverpool? I'm not gonna be very sure that isn't going to be quietly exist. But yes, it is. It still exists for a round of those things as well. Or I'm not gonna be talking about here for some kind of those things as well. This is actually for some kind of Mexican currency, and I'm pretty sure that we might going to be zooming out as well. So I'm not very possible for some sort of a Google Maps like them before. So this is actually for the world map right now as well. The Google Maps should be still existed today, except for one thing as well. So nothing lives on like this. I know that isn't going to be kidding me for just like the same maps as even possible, because nothing compares like anything's as even possible that worlds like those things as even before this. So I might going to be for language selections around this as well. So I got for many more achievements around for 63 of them as well. So I cannot believe it. That is actually 99 achievements that we got for round of those total things as even possible. So if I'm gonna be restarting about of those things, like we're gonna be going for B at for the Liverpool as well, or the NSW, like this. Even it's actually for not even for the unexistent as well. So looks like we're continuing to searching as well. Things have just gonna be going to try to find a way for even as possible as well. So before we're gonna be end of this video, this is not going to be for some sort of a page settings as well, because no region isn't going to be for that even existed as well. Even it's actually going to be started at the United States, or gonna be going for quick links or anything as well. So any more features is actually for app sharing and for free cards per like those things as well. So I wouldn't be able to be making money for a lot of times as well. And especially where is for some kind of changing language back to normal for its US into the English mode like those things as well. So it's not gonna be going for around for anything as well. So even it's actually still going to be good job as well. And the next thing we cannot able to be doing this as well. So thankfully the reason why I feel a little bit confused while I'm just gonna be searching for multiple of those times as well. So I'm not gonna be going for saying goodbye for like as well. So I'm not going to be doing this for, by the way, that I'm just recently saying this. And that is all that the reason why that Microsoft Edge is going to defunct Google itself in the future as well, including multiple browsing apps such as Firefox and Safari, Yahoo, and anything is even possible for many more of those things for kinds of companies as well. So even that is not going to be left to say, it was actually going to be pretty shocking that even that no one wants it for all of them, because everybody doesn't want to do this well except for Google. But things might going to be defunct like those, like a phony message. If there must be some sort of a phony image or some kind of phony images as well for some sort of phony messages from Google warnings, including the paint warnings as well, that recently the last time like even though as well. So that could be the end of this video as well. So the part 2 has ended, and that is all the quirks and features that I didn't actually eventually to change anything is even wanted to do like itself or anything as well. So even that we're gonna be searching for ultimate driving as well. So even though I got 105 total, so I might going to be configurations and I'm not going to be doing this for this panel as well. So let's translate to English as well. So even as possible to see more images as well. So return to English even possible as well for one time as well. And it's actually back to normal, but not the language. Even it's actually I'm not gonna be forgetting about of those language as well as my able to be saying for around now. So if you guys know about for some kind of for the Microsoft Edge is going to be defunct like this thing in the future, and we might be able to be sure that is actually credits of this video beyond to for the most critical as well. If I might going to be sharing this out as well, you might going to be sharing this videos around for including the previous one to the most critical, even possible that I'm not gonna be for very to saying this out. So that's all about it as well. Thank you for subscribing for my channel, and it's actually for 1,500 subscribers right now. I'm gonna be signing off, and I'll talk to you mini lads all later, and especially that some kinds of comments that who disliked my videos from even from the last time as well. So I'll be signing off. Thanks for watching, even I guess.